The GTA 6 trailer 2 looked amazing, but did you really catch all the details, Jelly?
Well, we are showing you 20 things that you probably didn't see.
And trust me, some of these will blow your mind. Let's watch it.
Dual protagonists, Jason Duval and Lucia Camino. So we've already had rumors of a Bonnie and Clyde angle to the story based on the leaks in the first trailer, but I think you guys will agree with me that the first trailer was way more Lucia focused, making Jason almost feel more like a side character.
Wait,
Jelly, we
What?
knew this.
I'm looking at the first trailer and I'm like, bro, the second trailer looks better. Do you think it like has improved lighting? I don't know why I'm just thinking
100%
this
has
now.
improved lighting. A lot has changed since the first GTA 6 trailer.
That's true. I mean, the first trailer came out like a year ago, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so anyway, the Bonnie and Clyde story was indeed a rumor for probably years before it was confirmed. But in the first trailer, yeah, he's right. Like, we only really saw Lucia, and we didn't see much of Jason, so it was a little bit vague. But do you think it's gonna be like in GTA 5, where you can just swap who you're playing with?
I think so, and then I think one is gonna betray the other like later on in the story. I think,
And
it's
you'll
gonna
have
be
to
one of
kill
those.
one of them.
Ooh, yeah, or arrest, like something along those lines, right? So you either kill each other or arrest each other, or like one needs to go to jail. Like there needs to be a betrayal. That's what's gonna hurt.
Good thought, Queblicop. Let's continue.
However, things have been reversed this time around with the second trailer, starting us off with Jason's life in the state of Leonida as he's fixing a roof. And the middle-aged guy that you see next to the Vapid Cara 4x4, well, that's Brian Hader, which is an old-school drug runner whose name is well known in this part of the Florida Keys.
Wait, hold up. Old school. Old school. Why old school? Why did he stop, Jelly? This is sus.
What do you
Okay?
mean? I don't get it.
Listen, you either stop for two reasons. Either
You get caught.
you die, or you get caught. But often
Hey.
when you get caught, you know, you get a little deal going. I'm just saying, okay? I think there's some
okay.
undercover cop stuff happening here.
Yeah, I mean, there could be, but I don't know. To me, I don't really feel that. Maybe it's just a failed drug runner.
Okay, that's possible.
Looking for another buck. You know what I mean?
Okay, but it says here, still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife. So he's still active.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, he's still active.
And I think he's kind of like Jason's landlord or boss almost, handing out random jobs and letting Jason live rent-free in one of his old properties.
Oh,
And
he's
blue
the bad
car that we see
influence.
parked in front
He's the bad influence to Jason. He's the bad
Exactly.
influence.
He's the bad influence.
Is that Jason's
But
car? The Vapid?
I think so.
of the house. Well, that one at a first glance looks sort of like an El Camino, but
Ooh.
actually it is a Ford Ranchero since
Oh.
it's a Vapid vehicle. That might be Jason's work car or personal vehicle. By the
Not
way,
bad.
in addition to this trailer, Rockstar also dropped a new character sheet on their official website with bios and descriptions for some of the new characters
seen
that
this.
we're going to see.
We've
in the
seen
game.
this.
And it tells
Yes.
us that Jason is ex-military, a man in search of an easy life, but somehow he just can't seem to escape his past as he always grew up surrounded by grifters and crooks. And in this
Oh.
trailer, you can see a pair of tattoos on Jason.
Oh.
One on his right abdomen
Detail.
and another on his left shoulder. I don't know exactly what
Yo!
they represent, but he has the skull.
Gang tattoos. Gang tattoos.
That's possible, Jelly.
From his
Maybe-
previous crimes.
Maybe he was part of a gang before this.
Maybe.
Tattoo on his shoulder that looks like it could be inspired by something similar to the
Or
MACD sock
army.
tattoo used by special forces in the Vietnam
Yeah.
War. And obviously, Jason isn't in his 60s, but maybe he was deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan, and now he's back in the States, and his lack of conventional job skills and his history with drug dealers means that he has very few options ahead of him.
Ooh.
Somehow, Lucia gets
Ooh,
involved in this
yes.
whole mess when she teams up with Jason for an easy score, and the whole thing goes sideways, pulling our duo into a dark web of criminal conspiracies that extend across the entire state of Leonida. And from this point onwards, both of them have to watch out for each other because that's all they have. They can't trust anyone but themselves, and we see that Lucia and Jason develop a romantic relationship while being partners in crime. GTA 5
That's
had a
it,
major
probably.
focus on
That's
That's
it. They
definitely
develop
it.
it after, right?
Yeah.
They probably need each other at first, and then they, I don't know, get a little bit closer together, I suppose.
I agree.
They can't trust anyone but themselves, and we see that Lucia and Jason develop a romantic relationship while being partners in crime. GTA 5 had a major focus on heists, but it looks like GTA 6 is going in a slightly different direction, albeit a little bit similar. It'll still probably have the big scores where you rob banks, secret underground facilities, and all that stuff based on some of the chase scenes that we've seen in this new trailer, but the focus is going to be more grounded on robberies, holding up diners, motels, theaters, mostly small-time stuff, but
I think
looks
this
like-
is how it's gonna start.
It
Jelly.
looks like a lot on drugs and exporting and importing drugs as well. Doesn't it look
which
like
makes
there's a lot of that?
sense because it's Miami, right? Miami usually, you know, a
Right.
lot of like flying to the Caribbean and things like that. But I think that's how it's gonna start. I think GTA 6 is gonna start chill, a robbery here, a little thing there, and then eventually it's gonna grow into heist. But GTA Online was heists, right?
Yeah.
The main story wasn't. I mean, it wasn't.
We had a
it was
couple
more
of heists
focused
in the
on-
main story, but
Yeah, but it was more focused on the betrayal between the three characters, right?
yeah.
So
I would say so.
I think the same thing's gonna happen with GTA 6. You know, it's about the story is about the two of them, and then we're gonna get GTA Online, and GTA Online's gonna get nightclubs, heists, crazy things, natural disasters, all that stuff.
Ooh, that's gonna be sick.
It's going to feel incredibly immersive because most of the buildings in the new GTA can be entered, and the leaks that we got back in 2022 suggested that GTA 6 will have
70%?
tons of enterable buildings, and Take-Two even filed a patent for a game system a couple of years ago that would allow for a procedurally generated interior set. And that sounds like it would fit right in with the new
That's
robbery theme, because
wild.
imagine robbing the same type of diner 5 times in a row. It would obviously get boring fast, but
What?
if you switched up the interior
That's
layout,
really
installed
cool.
new cameras, maybe added some security guards that weren't present the last time, it suddenly becomes a challenge and feels new. We also know from the leaks that the police dispatch system is getting an overhaul.
Oh,
so
it
no
needs
cops no
it.
longer just spawn into existence from
Please.
thin air. The civilians and shop owners will call them, and there's a countdown timer during which your details like the clothes you're wearing, the guns you're wielding, and the car you're driving will all be provided to the cops by
What?
onlookers.
That is
So yeah,
sick.
don't
So
think that
cool.
GTA 6
Yeah, because in GTA 5, I mean, it's like, oh, you got your wanted level, you hide in a bush, and then they're gone, right?
Dude, I
But-
love it. Imagine, right? You got cops after you. You'll just change outfit real quick, and all of a sudden, nobody knows it was you.
Well, it's more
That'll be
like a
good.
legit bounty system. Like in Skyrim or Oblivion, you like kill someone in a town, you got a bounty on your head, and then that doesn't go away until you clear out the bounty. I assume
Yeah,
that's the same gonna be in GTA 6.
Sounds like
Yeah.
it. It sounds like it for sure.
6 will be any less exciting just because the focus has shifted from massive scale heists to more smaller grounded robberies. If anything, it'll be even more action packed as you can do way more robberies than heists, and each one will present a unique challenge. Plus, there's a scene in the trailer that looks like it came straight out of Fast and Furious 5, where a truck is dragging a
Actually,
massive safe behind
the
it as
Fast
it
and
drifts around the
Furious.
corner. That confirms that our robberies won't just be restricted to small scale businesses. We'll also be stealing from banks, possibly criminal overlords, and who knows what else.
I mean,
Now, the details on some of these
we can expect that, right?
Yes, please.
Right.
Of
I
course.
mean, that was not a hidden secret to me.
No, I mean it's gonna be crazier than GTA 5.
We're gonna be robbing a couple of banks. Let's be honest.
You know, the Take-Two CEO said GTA 6 is not just going to be the craziest video game in the world, it's going to be the craziest piece of entertainment ever made.
Wow,
That's nasty.
that's
His
good,
characters
man.
and the lighting seem to have been majorly upgraded from 2023, and overall the visuals look a lot better in my opinion. The skin on people isn't as plasticky
It
or
looks
as
insane.
waxy in some of the shots, and they
Yeah.
now have realistic textures, and the
Crazy.
skin looks exactly how it would if you were exposed to the sun in a place like Florida for a long time. Even the way the sweat rolls off Jason's body and how the light scatters around it is pretty much
Beautiful.
photorealistic, and what's interesting is at the end of the trailer it says that all of this was captured on a PlayStation 5. Now we don't know for sure if it was a Pro model or the base PS5, but I'm going to be guessing that it's a normal base PS5.
I'm getting
just
the
because
Pro
I would
for-
That
just for
doesn't make
GTA 5.
sense.
in that
How could it be captured on that?
I mean, it's just crazy.
The quality looked
optimizing
like it was
graphics
movie-like rendering to me. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I think they did an insane job. And I'm going to get the PS5 Pro, Jelly. Just
bro, I don't
for
have a
videos that
PlayStation
we're
5
gonna
yet.
be
I
making.
have to get one myself. Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, because maybe they'll release a new one, like an even better one in the meantime.
Like for Christmas
I'm-
this year, you think
For
there's gonna be a
Christmas,
new
maybe, yeah.
release?
I think, or there's
I
going to
don't
be some
know.
sales. I'm going to get the
Yeah.
PS5 Pro. It's going to look beautiful on it, for sure.
Okay, good.
segment if it was a PS5 Pro, but either way, it looks really cool because most of the stuff we saw was of course rendered in game as usual like Rockstar does. It's not
Wait,
some fancy
Quibblecop.
CGI showcase.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a risk that they're gonna be like sold out everywhere, just like we had when
Jelly,
PlayStation
just-
5 came out?
I've got friends who'll sell their PS5. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
good. Good.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like, should I just order one now? Like, I don't want to like
I
not have
mean,
GTA 6.
Don't,
you know?
don't stress it. The game's not out for another year.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, you actually have a year. What's the
have a
release
year.
date again?
26th of May, 2026.
We're recording this on the 20th of May.
Yeah, we have like a year and 5-6 days.
25.
God.
Yeah. Chili, we're good. We're good.
Bro, I
It's a
need
lot
to
of
get
reaction videos.
like I need to hire 10 people to just play the game for me so that I can. Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's designed to make the game look absolutely flawless. Instead, this is how the game looks, and this is what they're showing to us. And Rockstar has had over 5 years to work with the PlayStation 5, as well as Xbox Series X and S hardware, and they know exactly how far they can push it to extract the maximum level of visual fidelity here. The trailer also showcases some really impressive draw distances with realistic physics and particle effects
Yes.
whenever someone is moving or something blows up. And so you can see this with the subtle hair physics, even in situations where two people are just simply talking with each other. Like when
beautiful.
Jason meets
The
Lucia
graphics
outside
are
of the penitentiary,
beautiful.
her hair is moving ever so slightly in coordination with her head movements. And when she rolls over the desk to point her MP5
Look at
some
that.
desk workers, you can see her hair
Yes.
rolling and responding with her movements. Water physics also look incredible right now in the jet ski segments, and I don't know if GTA 6 is going to have full ray tracing or just partial ray trace effects for shadows and subsurface scattering, but the lighting in the nightclub scene was absolutely brilliant.
Chili, just imagine GTA 6 on the PC, ultra graphics in 8K
Oh.
with graphics enhancing mods enabled. Yo.
I'm gonna have to rent out a cinema and play it in there.
Yo, that's gonna be crazy.
That's
I'm
gonna
actually
be
hyped for that.
crazy.
And all in all,
Nuts.
graphics have definitely seen an upgrade since December 2023, which is when we got that first trailer. Now let's talk about locations.
Okay,
We already know Vice City
locations.
is going to be the main city in the game, and it's going to be much larger than the last time we saw
Oh,
it
it
in
looks
2002.
huge.
But Rockstar's official
Insane.
GTA 6 page confirmed that
Insane.
we'll also get several other locations.
Wow.
Vice City itself will be rendered in extremely high detail, featuring references to real-life locations like Miami-Dade County, Palm Beach, Miami International Airport, and the Miami Metro Rail.
Woo,
but in
whoa,
addition
Metro
to Vice
confirmed.
City, we're also getting Leonida Keys, which is a stand-in for the Florida Keys. And this is going to be an archipelago with underwater diving,
Love
yacht
that.
parties, and other various activities
Yes.
that make it a tropical paradise for you to explore. And if you pay attention to the last photo in the Leonida Keys exhibit, you can see even a shark lurking underneath
What?
the flamingo guy
Yes!
floating in the water.
I missed
then we
this.
have the
I
Grass
missed
River,
that
which
too.
is a wetland ecosystem with gators, turtles,
Woo!
snakes, Florida men, drug dealers, cougars, and more. And everyone's getting into trouble with the cops here, it seems. Port Gellhorn is a town on Leonida's coastline with cheap motels, strip malls, abandoned
Oh,
docks,
yeah.
This
and
looks like a
old tourist
cheap
attractions
town.
that have long since been forgotten. Ambrosia is an industrial town with a local biker gang and a really shady sugar refinery that's almost certainly owned by a drug kingpin. Also worth noting here, the car interior that we see in the Ambrosia photo collection is pretty much identical to that of a real-life S550 Mustang.
What?
GT. So this really indicates to me that
Ooh.
Rockstar might put more of a focus on realistic driving physics and first-person driving.
Chili, how important is the driving gonna be? in
Dude, we're
GTA
gonna
6?
do races, man, and it's gonna be crazy. But is the game gonna
Every
come out with
single
online?
day.
You know,
Yeah,
it might
maybe.
not.
You know, we can do a race where we're both in single player and then have to go from A to B. I mean,
That is true. That is true. We could race
We're
like
gonna
that.
have to do things like that.
We
and
are
then
gonna have to
pretend
meet
it's
up
online.
for these type of videos, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think that if online is not gonna be there day one, that's what we're gonna have to do.
Yep, agreed.
And we have not heard anything of online. Jelly, you know what? I'm gonna end this video right over here.
All right,
I'm hyped.
Quip.
How hyped are you?
Dude, I can't even talk about how hyped I am, but I can't even speak about it. You see what I'm saying?
Let's
Like,
go.
bro, I just want to play this game now.
Thank you everyone for watching this video.
It'll be worth the wait.
See you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.